Grab your blanket, grab your pillow, and let's start sitting on top of your pillow. If your back is feeling a little tight today, or if your shoulders are feeling tight, sit up against a wall or a piece of furniture or a comfy chair if you have something nearby. Make a seat for yourself that is incredibly comfy. The theme today is all about bringing in sacred bliss, whether that's through a blissful breath or a really relieving stretch, or maybe just taking some time out of your day to rest and relax. Whatever bliss means to you, I encourage you to chase it and chase that pleasure throughout the rest of today's class. Once you get in your comfy seat, option one for your legs, either crossing at the ankle. Option number two, if your legs are feeling a little tight today, extend them out into a mini straddle. Start with your hands down on your thighs, roll your shoulders back. Let your eyelids get heavy. And once they close, connect to your breathing. Take 2 to 3 normal breaths in and out through the nose. And just gauging how your breath feels right now. Get so focused on how your breath feels that you begin to track it as it enters in through your nose, flows over the top of your head and down your neck. As you exhale, feel your body softening and letting go of any tension. Now start to connect to a deeper and more expansive breath. See how far down you can get your inhale, maybe filling up through the ribs, maybe the belly. Each time you exhale, empty out the air completely. On your next inhale, fill up through the chest, the ribs, and your belly. This time, exhale out of your mouth. Separate your back teeth and soften your jaw. Inhale, filling up your entire lung capacity. Exhale, sigh it out of your mouth. 3 more breaths, just like that. Inhale through your nose. Exhale out of your mouth. Inhale through your nose. This time, as you exhale, choose something to let go of, whether that's a physical tightness or a nagging thought. Do that one more time. Choosing to let go of the future or the past, and choosing to land in this exact moment of your practice. Now seal your lips together gently and continue breathing deeply through your nose. Our first breathwork exercise for today is called box shape breath. On your next inhale, breathe in to the count of 6. Hold your breath when full for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale slowly for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And pause on empty for an additional 6 counts. And beginning your box shape breath again. Inhale, filling all the way up to the count of 6. Hold. Soften your jaw, soften your shoulders. Exhale to the count of 6, emptying every bit of air out of your lungs. Then hold on empty for 6 counts. Inhale to the count of 6. Breathe in bliss. As you hold your breath for 6 counts, feel the bliss circulating within you. Exhale for 6 counts. Let go of anything that is not blissful. Then hold on empty for 6 more counts. If you pause between the physical and the spiritual world. Do 2 more rounds of this box-shaped breath on your own. If you'd like to increase the amount of time that you breathe in and hold, feel free. Just start to get curious about your body and your mind's reactions to the different quadrants of your box-shaped breath. Last round of your box-shaped breath. When you've wrapped up your breath work, blink open your eyes. Continue to breathe in and out through your nose. No need to pause. Unless you found that interesting, you can always tap back into that breath work whenever you wish. I'm going to turn to the side so you can see what my body is doing. We're going to do a little bit of movement next. Still sitting on top of your blanket or your pillow. Step your feet forward, hands grab onto your knees or behind your thighs, wherever you can comfortably reach. Inhale, pull your heart forward, squeeze your shoulder blades together, then look up with your eyes at the ceiling. As you exhale, round through your entire spine and let your chin drop to your chest. Inhale, pull your ribs forward, broaden through your collarbones as you look up with your eyes. Exhale, tuck the tailbone underneath and round. Inhale, pull your chest forward. Seated cow pose. Exhale, push the back of your heart space behind you as you round into angry cat pose. Few more. Inhale into cow, exhale into cat. And if one of these positions feels really good to you, you can always pause for an additional moment or so. Start to create a yoga practice that is blissful to you and you alone. Start to wrap up with your final rounds. And as you come back to a seated position with your spine straight, cross at the ankles, but have your awkward shin in front. So the leg you normally don't have in front. Cross your right hand over to your left knee and grab onto the pillow or put your hand on the floor behind you. Inhale, lengthen through your spine. Exhale, twist. And pull your belly button towards your spine to help support your vertebrae. Option one, hold here with your chin in line with your chest. Option two, dip your head towards the back of the room, stretching out the side of your neck. Hold for 2 to 3 more big breaths. Your head is tilted to the side, lift it back up. Unwind your upper body and then turn to face the other way. Inhale, telescope your ribs away from your hips. Exhale, gently pull with your arms to increase your twist. Option to keep your head straight or dip it to the back of the room for that next stretch. Viscerally feel wringing out any obstacles to bliss. Any of the stories that you have told yourself. And allow for the only thing to remain is what makes you feel good in this exact moment. Your head's tilted to the back of the roof. Lift it up. Unwind your upper body. And then come on off of your pillow. Put it to the side for now. And then grab your blanket, fold it up, and have it folded up so you have padding for your back. We'll be laying down on the floor now. So just make sure you have some padding for your entire spine, from your hips all the way up to your shoulders. Then place your hands on top of your frontal hip bones, feet planted underneath your knees. On your next inhale, breathe down into your belly, ballooning it into your hands. As you exhale, pull your belly button towards the spine. Push your low back into the mat. Inhale into your belly, tilting your pelvis forward, lifting the low back off the floor. Exhale, tuck your tailbone towards the ceiling. Push your low back into the mat and pull low belly down. Inhale, tilt your pelvis forward, lift your low back slightly off the floor. Exhale, tuck tailbone underneath and feel for knitting your low ribs towards your frontal hips. Inhale into your belly, tilt your pelvis forward. And exhale, curl tailbone up, pull low belly down. Do 4 more rounds of this gentle abdominal exercise, pelvic tilts and pelvic tucks. Feel how even the mildest of abdominal exercises and strengthening can bring a confident, blissful spirit. All right, to wrap up, rock your pelvis back through the neutral. Lower your hands down to the floor. And then roll over to one side into the fetal position. Then slowly press yourself up to a seat. Rotate your blanket so that it goes the other direction. And then grab your pillow. Let's get a little bit closer so you can see what I'm doing. So we'll be laying down on our sides. And I want you to have the pillow on the side seam, starting underneath your armpit, and then resting the side ribs as well. So this section on the pillow. If your neck is feeling a little tight, you might want a second pillow to put underneath your head. We'll be starting laying down on our left side. Option 1 for the legs. Have your knees bent, hugging your thighs in towards your belly. Option 2, straight legs out long. Once you've settled on your pillow, close your eyes. Breathe in a breath that is so blissful. Or in other words, breathe in a way that you never want to end. Breathe as if time were not an issue, and all of it was yours. In your last rounds of breath on this side, see if you can soften your tongue away from the roof of your mouth. And see if that allows you to intake more blissful breath. legs are out long. Start to tuck your knees back in towards your chest. Very slowly roll forward, pushing into your right hand to help you up. Either swivel your body around or just turn to face the other way. This time laying down on our right side. Getting the armpit, the right side ribs on the pillow. And resting on your upper arm or second toe. Which positioning would be the most blissful for your legs? Straight, hugged in, doesn't have to match the first side. Your eyes close again. Breathe as if time were not an issue. And allow your sights to get lost on the flashes of color, patterns, the shapes that are dancing across the back of your eyelids. You wander around your own internal wilderness. Your legs are out long. Take a breath or two and hug them back in towards your belly. Allowing your head to be heavy and droop. Roll forward. Press into your left hand. Picking yourself up to a seat. Move your pillow out of the way. I'm going to show you, feel free to grab a sip of water real quick if you would like. I'm going to show you this neck shape from two different angles. It's kind of hard to explain it on over the computer. But from the side, you'll be laying on your back with your feet planted in line with your knees, legs at about a 90-degree angle. You can also just rest your feet on a chair or a couch if you don't have too much wall space available. Then, let me turn around to show you the next step. From this, you're going to hook one ankle over the opposite knee, so you're creating a figure 4 shape with your legs. After we hold here for about a couple minutes, then we're eventually going to walk our feet, or our foot rather, over the wall to the other side. And then that way, both of your feet have a surface to push into, whether it's the floor or the wall. Okay. I don't know if you have any questions about that, but let's go ahead and get into the position. Lay down on your back. Knees are bent at a 90-degree angle. And we'll begin with our right ankle over your left knee. You have a couple of options here. You'd like to add a little more intensity to this hip opener. Place your right hand into the inner right knee joint and gently push the leg out to the side. Another option is to lift your left heel off and then back onto the wall. Ball of your foot and your toes of your left foot will stay on the wall itself. You just add this little gentle pumping of the foot to help open up your hip. Last few breaths. Now rest both of your arms down on the floor and have your arms out in a T, palms facing up towards the ceiling. Start to heel toe your left foot over to the left, keeping the legs in a figure four position, and then eventually they'll land on the floor. Your right foot will be planted in the ground. The outer seam of your left leg will also be on the floor. If this is intense enough, stay here. Option number 2, actively press your feet into the wall and into the floor. Option number 3, to complete your twist, look over your right shoulder. And connect to your deep breathing. A sigh of relief in all those tight areas, wherever it may be. For your next exhale, start to turn your head back to center if you're looking over your shoulder. Left foot heel toes its way back up the wall. Once your back is on the floor, unhook your right ankle. Then switch to the other side. Left ankle over right knee. We'll hold here for a couple of minutes, either gently pushing the left thigh out with the hand. Option 2, start to lift the right heel up and down on the wall. Be mindful to keep your left ankle flexed as you do this. That'll help protect your knee joint. Bring your arms into that V position, palms facing towards the ceiling, arms in line with shoulders. Now your right foot starts to heel toe over, all the way to the right until it comes onto the floor. Option 1, push your feet into the wall and to the floor. Option 2, turn your gaze over left shoulder to complete the twist. As you hold this shape, don't just breathe in a way that's blissful, but also breathe in a way that invites the blessings that are surrounding you. As your head is turned, roll it back to center. Start to heel toe your right foot along the wall, back to its starting position. Once there, lower, or rather bring the left foot back to the wall, and then straighten both legs. Take about 4 big belly breaths. Notice how much more free flow your breath has within your body. How much more bliss resides in your core and your hips. Inhale, draw your knees in towards your chest. Roll over to either side and gently bring yourself up. Got one more pose in our class. This will be our final pose for today. So because we'll be holding it for a little bit longer, maybe grab an extra prop or two, whether that's a blanket to cover yourself, because we will need one of the blankets for our padding. So if it's chilly where you're at, definitely you can snuggle up for this next thing. Your pillow will will slide underneath your knees. Just have your legs drape over the pillow itself. Cover yourself with a blanket and then lay down on your back. Option 1 for your arms, you can rest them down by your side. Option 2, place one hand on your heart and one hand over your belly. Let your eyelids get heavy, blocking out any external light as they close. Allow your breath to return to a more natural rhythm. Let it wander within your internal being. Everything the breath touches begins to soften and melt. Turn your body from the top of your head to the tips of your toes. And if at any point you come across tightness or an unnecessary holding pattern, breathe that timeless, blissful breath into that area. Entice it to soften. Once every cell in your body has become jelly and liquid,
Allow your mind to drift off, never landing on one thought for very long, just floating and wandering weightlessly. You float into your final relaxation pose, Savasana. Be here for a few more minutes and I'll bring you out. But for now, all you have to do is relish in doing absolutely nothing. Stay there in your sleep as long as you would like. You have earned the rest and the rejuvenation. However, if you're ready to move on with the rest of your evening, start to invite the awareness back to your body by deepening your breath, wiggling around the toes, the fingers, the head. And on your next inhale, take the biggest breath you've taken yet today. Arms and legs can stretch in any direction. That would feel good.
Roll over to one side and then and place your hands over your heart to seal out this portion of your practice. Thank you all so much for joining me this evening and for sharing your energy and your blissful practice with me. Namaste.